I am definitely not appropriately dressed for running out here right now, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because sometimes you gotta live life on the edge. Oh, hat about went off. Easy now, Cole, easy. For some reason, my home internet is being silly slow, so we're gonna steal Summer's. Hey, I'm here to steal your internet. Holy cow, at my house it said it was gonna take 3.5 hours. It's taking like 90 seconds here. Okay.
Sable is throwing darts, and I just about walked into a dart. Now that I can't think straight because my life flashed between my eyes, we're gonna move some vehicles out of the shed here real quick, and then we're gonna jump on the big sprayer, and we're gonna start draining the gearboxes. Wow. I'll be honest with you, the hood on our sprayer last year, it just, the shininess went away. I'm gonna try some different wax, I'm gonna try little spots, see if we can get it kind of shine back up again. It absolutely drives me nuts. Well, a lot of dead paint off, so I guess that's a good thing. Take a real quick look so you don't notice any of the flaws. Oh, not too bad, real quick. And if you had the lights off, it would look perfect.
I'm working on making a bracket for the power washer so we can put it on the wall so it's not on the ground. Otherwise, stuff just clutters around it. And we got to make one for the dehumidifier. We're going to put that on the wall too. We'll get these cut and then we'll start welding. We got this one straight, so we're just going to tack weld it so it doesn't move. It'd help if we put our ground on. Wow. So this was set on grind mode. Try that again. Okay, if we go over with our square, go to each corner. Now we're just gonna weld here, and then we're gonna go over there and weld there, and weld over here. We don't want to put all the heat in one spot because it could shift. Like this project isn't that big of a deal, but it's good practice. So when you get to a bigger project that is a little more precise, you kind of know what to do. So for some reason this weld got some porosity in it, which is what those holes are. It's acting like it wasn't getting gas or something. It's supposed to look like this. So I'm gonna grind that out. Because if you don't grind porosity out and you go to weld over it, you'll just get more holes. So I'm gonna grind that out and then weld it again. All right, this is all done. So we'll run some 2x4s across here, and then the power washer will go on top of it.
Thanks for letting me use your internet, Summer. Oh, I should put a sweatshirt on.
All right, I measured how long the ones need to be on the back for the wall. Measured 38 inches, so that's what we're gonna do.
Trying to get them plugs out of the hubs today to drain the oil. Me and Sable was working on that. I can only get one plug out and I need to get 2 plugs out or you can't get the oil out. So Cooper is going to try to weld a nut.
It's going.
Wow. He did it. He got it.
We're back sorting through the toolboxes again today. Our goal is to get these 2 units into mobile units that can go around the shop, and this unit into the home base. I'm gonna get everything separated out into the drawers that they need to be in these, but I'm not gonna go too crazy about organizing them yet because I'm going to order some foam sheets. That way I can cut out little outlines of my tools, put them in the toolboxes, and then we can have some 5S manufacturing practices in here.
Yeah, now it is really hard to work when you keep wanting to play.
Basically what I'm trying to do is make the shop as lean as possible. And by lean, I mean not having 20 of each item sitting in one spot. I would rather have 2 here, 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 and 2 here. Because to me, there's nothing more frustrating than when we're out in the field 5 miles from home and we need a wrench. So we have to get in the truck, drive all the way back home, come here to the shop, grab a wrench, drive all the way back. It's just a massive time killer. All right, Cole, I see what you're saying, but you do have handheld toolboxes and you have roll-around toolboxes, so you can bring all your tools with you. But the toolbox brings its own set of challenges.
See, where'd that 1/2-inch impact drive go?
Nobody likes opening a toolbox drawer and pulling out one item at a time, trying to sort through a pile to find the one you need. And it never seems to fail that stuff from this toolbox ends up in this toolbox, and stuff from this toolbox ends up in this toolbox. And then let's say we're working on the combine and I need some sockets. Hey Dad, which ones do you need? Oh, I don't know. It's either 7/16, 1/2 inch, or 9/16.
Perfect. Oh, this won't work.
All right, let's get back to work. This is a little test for everyone watching. You guys just watch me pull 3 sockets out. Which one's missing? Or is one even missing at all? It's 8 o'clock at night during harvest season. I want to get back in the field. So I didn't realize that Dad left one of the sockets sitting here on the front of the combine. And that is how the 10mm gets lost. I'm not saying this stuff to be a smart aleck. I'm just trying to prevent tools from being lost, and I'm trying to save a lot of time. I know what I'm doing right now may seem crazy to some, but you guys just gotta bear with me, because once this is done, you'll understand why I'm doing it. It's just kind of hard to see the vision right now. Let's just say I had all these sockets in a shadow board. If I brought Dad his 3 to work on the combine and I brought him back and I put him in, I'd notice I'd be missing one. So right away I'd know, hey, I'm gonna go look for that socket that I'm missing. If I have all the tools color-coded, I'll know that the red wrench in the silver toolbox belongs in the red toolbox. Those were just a few small examples, but I think you guys get the point. This is another example. Inside of this drawer is the only place you can locate a ratchet in the entire shop, and there's a gajillion of them in here. So each toolbox is going to get a 1/4-inch drive, 3/8 drive, and a 1/2-inch drive. And they'll also put in the corresponding extensions. So when we get everything all said and done, when we open up the drawer, we'll have a full set of standard sockets, a full set of metric sockets, 3 ratchets, and 3 extensions. Which is gonna be super nice, because we're not gonna have to dig through little piles like this anymore. We're not gonna have to dig through stuff like this anymore. We'll just be able to open the drawer and, oh man, the 10mm is gone. 2 o'clock in the morning really creeps up on me quick. I want to thank everyone for kind of putting up with me during this whole organization process and the super picky OCD side of Cole. No, I don't have OCD. I just like to have stuff organized. I like to know where things are. I don't like to waste time searching for tools. To me, that's incredibly frustrating. So it's not that I need to have everything in its perfect little place. It's just I like everything to have a home, and I don't like having excess of what we don't need. And also, normally I don't really address stuff in the comments, but lately I've noticed there's been a lot of people saying a lot of things against me, and then a lot of people are coming in to defend me, and I just want to say fighting in the comments is not necessary. I know from the outside in it's really easy to look at some of the decisions I make and be like, Cole, why in the world are you doing that? Kind of like moving the torch in the welder away from the vise. I really sit and think about all the decisions I make, especially when it comes to organizing the shop. And from the outside in, a lot of people don't know what goes behind that decision-making process. I know a lot of people were giving me a really hard time about taking the welder out of here and putting in these floor jacks. But the reality of it is, we use the welder maybe once a week and the torch once a month. And in a lot of cases, when we weld stuff or use the torch, we roll it out to the middle of the floor where the piece of equipment is. Not over here. And we'll use these little guys 10 times compared to the welder once. So the reality of it is, if these were down there, we'd be doing a lot of trips down here, because this is usually the area we use the floor jacks in. But overall, I really do appreciate all the comments I get from everybody, because sometimes I do make a bad decision and then someone points it out and I'm like, why did I do that? And I'm not afraid to admit that I'm wrong. And also, what's really nice is all of this stuff is on wheels, so if we have a big project that we're gonna be doing a lot of welding in the vise with, we can easily roll the welder over, put it in here, and we can trade places for the time being if we have to. Now, I could keep going on and on about stuff, but it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I should probably go to bed. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.